Hello. Right. We've got all change here today. I've got some brand new decks as I had a birthday a couple of weeks ago, and I thought the best way to introduce them would be to do some readings with them. So that's what I'm going to do today. These are going to be timeless reading, and so you're going to be able to pop back to them at any time and see what you get. Okay, so we have. I thought I'd start with the Soul's Journey lesson cards or oracle cards. I loved the colours of these and the patterns, and I've seen a few tarot readers with them, and I just thought, oh, I like those. So, being able to have a bit of spending money and stuff, I thought, yeah, I'll get some of those. So that's what I've done. And I've chosen 3 cards for you to choose. Basically, see which one or all of the 3. Sometimes you can be drawn to all 3. If whichever ones you feel most drawn to, then check out the timestamp at the bottom and you can check out your reading there. So without further ado, I'll just go through these. So we have 3 to choose from to guide you to your reading. You have the first one here is gratitude. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities it presents. Next, we have adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. And last of all, regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Right. So we've got 3 rather interesting and, may I say, different types of reading today. So hopefully these will lead you in to where you want to have a reading. So I shall leave you for a few moments just to decide which cards you are going to go for, and I will see you at your readings. Hello, card 1. Welcome to your reading. Right, here we go. As you can see, I'm going for, rather than seeing my mug and me holding up the cards, I've managed to set up the camera slightly differently with one of these little gadgets so that I can let you see the cards as they're drawn as I turn them over. So I don't know what's on the other side. I've just set them up and I'm going to turn them over as and when. But the card we do know of is gratitude, and it says, I am grateful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So hopefully that shall be the theme of the reading. So let's get on with it. Right, this deck here is the Everyday Witch tarot deck. I already had the Everyday Witch oracle cards and I really loved them. I really loved the imagery and the colours and pardon me, I'm still getting over a cold. And I just thought I would love to have the tarot deck to go with it. So, birthday came and, well, here it is. So we're going to go through each one. So the first one we've got is the Knight of Pentacles. Then we have the 5 of Pentacles, followed by the Fool, followed by the 7 of Cups, and then we have the Queen of Cups, okay? And then just coming down to this lovely little oracle deck here. This is something I saw on Amazon and fell in love with, and I also want the other seasons as well. These are from the Beltane Seasons of the Witch. It's perfect for me, being month of May birthday. So the Beltane Seasons of the Witch oracles, and they do other oracles as well from different seasons. So I would really love them. And they come with this beauty. Each one is really beautiful, and it's sort of like a bee theme through this one as well. And also, each of the cards have got this lovely gold, if you can see that at all, but they've got this lovely gold edging on them as well, so just really beautiful. So our first card for that one is the Phoenix, our second card is B, and our third card is Surrender. Very interesting. Right, now I just love the colours. Absolutely love the colours here. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles, and it's almost like he's using he's sort of sat on his broom here, because we do get male witches. We love our hot male witches. So here we go. We've got our lovely male witch here, and he is riding a broomstick, and somebody's using the pentacle here, or the pentacle here, as like a guiding. It's sort of like a guidance mechanism almost, so he can sort of guide himself along, which I find interesting. I feel that maybe he is, or you are, guiding yourself through some financial difficulties. We've got here the two people in the snow. I think it's a possibly witch and a child. And let's have a closer look at that, because the eyesight is not 100%. So yeah, we've got looks like a witch and a child, and they are, and the cats, of course, because all these have cats. Looking for shelter, looking for some sort of warm room for the night in this cold, snowy scene here, and perhaps our knight here, Knight of Pentacles, he's using his pentacle here, his ball here, to guide him like they are using a lantern. So it feels to me about being guided on a path, being guided to safety on a path. So as long as we don't go over the edge like the fool. It feels to me like we are being guided on a path. We are being helped to avoid the difficult situations, but we still need to trust and look out for where we're going. We mustn't be off the ball. We mustn't rely on other things to wholly guide us. It's like sat nav. You can't completely rely on sat nav, because sometimes it can lead you up the wrong roads. It can be out of date. It can lead you up the wrong way, up a one-way street or whatever. So although like sat nav is really useful, especially when you don't know where you're going, it's also, you have to allow for the fact that it's not 100% accurate and it makes mistakes. So what I'm saying here is, yes, you're being guided and supported, but you still have to have your wits about you with whatever this is, whatever this project is. As I say, I want to say it's more like a journey to find security, or so this could be job hunting maybe, or house hunting. I'm getting house hunting, or job hunting, and it's all well and good to use divine guidance and everything else, but don't completely rely on it. You've got to rely on your own resources as well. Otherwise, you might just accidentally drop off over a cliff. That's what I'm feeling from that. Now, when we come to the Seven of Cups here, we have a lady in a shop and she doesn't know what she wants. And I feel you maybe, whatever it is you're looking for, and I feel it's either a job or a house or something like that, you're going to end up with more choices more options than you realise. And I think you're going to be really worried about making the wrong choice. So it's all going to it's going to almost like go too well, rather than it going really badly. It could almost be the opposite. You've got too many choices rather than not enough choices. That's the feeling I get. but I think you do weather the storm. And the feeling I'm getting from this is you've got to think about, even if a house is really, really nice, if it's on a busy road, or if it's on a you've got to choose somewhere that's going to be beneficial to your peace of mind. So it's no good being a really nice house if it's on a busy road and you can't concentrate, and or you've got rowdy neighbours next door, or that kind of thing. Even if the place you pick or the job you pick doesn't seem that glamorous, or isn't the so if you're looking for, say, a new job, look at the people you're going to be working with. If it feels right, if you like the people that you're going to be working with, even if you do like a work trial or something, if you like the people and you get that feeling, oh yeah, this is right, but maybe the money's not quite there, still give it a shot. Because you may go for another job with more money and they treat you like dirt, but you may go for this job and this may be better for your mental well-being, your emotional well-being. So I would say if you're going for a job or you're going for a house, pick whatever is going to benefit you emotionally, mental health wise, your own peace of mind, rather than what looks good on the surface. Go deeper than what's on the surface. That's what I'm getting here. No. So yeah, when I'm looking at the gratitude card, practice gratitude with it all. Don't look at it and say, oh, well, yeah, that job's all right, but it doesn't pay a lot. Blah, blah. Look at it as, oh, I'd really enjoy working there. The people are so nice. Yeah, it doesn't pay too brilliantly, but I can manage on what I would be paid. And I think I'd really enjoy the environment. And the people there are so lovely. I would just be a joy to work there every day. And like as I say, with houses, because I feel that some of you are going to be looking at houses and, oh, well, that house is going to need a bit of doing up. Why do I really want to do that? Rather than looking at it like that, look at it from a gratitude point of view and say, I could mould that house to the way I want it. I can make that house the way I want it. It's a blank canvas. And I'm prepared to put the work in to do it, however long it takes, So think about it that way. What can you do rather than the negatives. Look at the positives to your situation. Practice the old gratitude there. Anyway, we're going to move on to these down the bottom here. Ooh. And I'm yawning, so that normally means there's a really important message in here when I start yawning. And what we have here, as I say, we have Phoenix, which is summoned, your flesh rises from the ashes into the expansive flame of your soul. And B, don't drink all of life one flower, for there are many to taste and many to explore. Surrender. There is nothing more blissful than the act of letting go and setting yourself free of all that doesn't serve you. Well, when I'm looking at Phoenix, I'm kind of seeing glow up, or makeover, or something like that. It's about getting a new style, maybe having your hair done, or something like that. Something that's a little bit different. Just really, I get a sense of, that, as I say, if you're going to have one of these big changes, like a new job or moving somewhere new or whatever, you might want to change yourself as well. You might want to update yourself, not just update your job, to give you that extra boost, that extra confidence as you sort of walk into your new opportunity. With the B, don't drink from as it says, don't drink all of life from one flower. Yeah, explore. Don't just pick the first thing you see. Check out all the other places. That if that other place is meant to be for you, if say or job or whatever, house, if that's meant to be, that will still be there again when you go back. But check all the houses, all the jobs out, all the houses, everything that's offered to you. Check it out thoroughly before making a final decision. Don't just jump on it because you think, I've got to get it before it goes. No, because there might be something better around the corner that you may just have missed out on. And surrender. The thing I'm getting from this is stop trying to control everything. Let everything flow naturally. Don't just, I've got to hang on to, it's I've got to do this, I've got to do that, I've got to just relax about it. Let what happens. If you've got 6 properties to look at all 6 properties. Don't worry about the first one. As I say, it will still be there if it's meant to be, and if you don't get your first choice or whatever, don't feel that that's a disaster. Feel that, again, gratitude. You've got somewhere, you've got something. So there's a little bit of being, as I say, that you're being guided here. You're being guided to the right place. You just need to trust. Obviously, as I said, sat-nav, universal sat-nav is never going to be 100% perfect. So you've still got to have your wits about you. But at the same time, don't push against it. Don't look for reasons why it can't work. Look for reasons why it can. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to show you is this naughty little deck here called the Rebel deck. I absolutely love this. I'm afraid it's got F-bombs in it, so if you're a bit of a, don't like swear words, then look away now, put your fingers in your ears or something, because I'm going to give you 3 of these just to round things off for a bit of fun. Right. Let us see what they say. First of all, we've got detox. It says, drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out. Okay, well that's good if you're thinking of moving house, isn't it? The next one, stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste time on ridiculousness. There you go. And the last one. You are giving away your power. You are a badass. Act like it. There you are. Words of wisdom for your from the Rebel Oracle deck. I love it. Right. Okay. I hope you've enjoyed that. And I hope you enjoy the new layout, and I hope it works. And it's taken me ages to set up a camera angle, so there's no glares or anything. You will find me on TikTok. You will find me on Instagram. You will find me Vero as well. I am on Twitter, but I don't post there. So there we are, really. Oh, and I have a Facebook page as well. So if you enjoy my readings, as I enjoy my journey as I develop my let's just say confidence in this confidence in this area. I mean, I've been reading tarot since I was about 18, but this is kind of a very different thing to be doing. So hopefully you've enjoyed it and enjoyed my journey, and I will see you soon. So all that remains to be said is take care of yourselves and mind how you go. Hello, card 2, and welcome to your reading. Right, this one is the Lord of the Rings tarot deck. This is a newer tarot deck. I'm currently doing a Lord of the Rings tarot deck, which is quite an older deck in my daily readings, and then for June I'm going to change over to these ones, so you're going to get to know these quite well. As you know, I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. I would say more book fan than anything else. Silmarillion is probably more my thing, to be honest, regards Tolkien. And then again, most female Tolkien readers seem to favour the Silmarillion. I can't think why. And anyway, we shall turn over the cards and see what we get. Right. First, we get the Sun. Second, we get the Knight of Wands. Third, we have the Five of Cups. Fourth, we have Temperance. And 5, we have the Six of Cups. Now, I just need to confirm, I think this is Celeborn. Yeah, I think that's actually Celeborn, not Elrond. Okay. Celeborn was Galadriel's husband in the movie, if people have only watched the movie. But he has a bit more of a role in Tolkien history, so you know, he's not the trophy husband, to be honest. Excuse me, I'm getting over a bit of a cold, so I've still got a bit of a cough. But hopefully I should be alright soon. Oh, and I'm yawning again. Yawned all through the other one as well. Anyway, right. Now, you were led through to this reading from reading the green card here, which says adversity. It says, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So, what adversity are we overcoming? Right. Well, I can't see initially what our adversity is. So we're going to have to give a good, careful look at these cards. Right, the first we have is the Sun, which is obviously a major card. We've got 2 major cards here, and 1 court card, and 2 cups. So I'm wondering here whether there's, especially as Temperance is a water card as well, whether there is some emotional strife here, especially when we've got the 5 of Cups. Jolly nice cups. Interesting that one has a lid on it. Whereas the other cups sort of look like tavern cups, and they look sort of like more the party type, have a good old beer down the prancing pony or something type cups. But anyway, let's have a look. So we've got Eowyn. Now Eowyn is the Sun here. Her shield is round and obviously looks like the sun, and she was actually asked to stay and look after all the people whilst the men rode off to war. She was left in charge, but that wasn't enough for her. She had to go up and take up arms too. So what I get from this, if we look very, very closely, she's not a happy bunny, is she? Eowyn here. She's not a happy bunny. She's been left behind. But at the end of the day, if anything happens to Theoden or Aylmer, she would be queen technically. She would be the the last of their line sort of thing. So, for her to have then gone off and because Aragorn friend zoned her, to her to then go off and say, no, I'm going to die in battle and glory instead, is kind of, she was kind of not really being very sensible on that score. But anyway, we have also Tom Bombadil, which is our Knight of Wands here is Tom Bombadil, of all people. The happy, jolly person who helps the hobbits out of some problems and was not in the movie. And yet, to be honest, this was my favourite part of the book. I loved going to Tom Bombadil's house. I wanted to stay, when I was reading it, I wanted to stay in Tom Bombadil's house forever. I did not want to leave. I'd have been quite happy for the story to have ended in Tom Bombadil's house and for them to have just lived peacefully in the forest with Tom, because it's just, I don't know, I just really like him. Don't know why. But anyway, it's not in the movie. Let's put it that way. But what I'm getting from this is things. It's almost like if somebody was to look at your situation, they would say, "What are you moaning about? You've got everything. You know, you've got a nice life, nice home. You know, you've got, you know, everything you want. You from the face of it, you seem to have everything you could want." But people are saying, "Well, why are you not happy? What, you know, why are you and that's the feeling that I'm getting from this, you know, that although you appear to have everything, there is something missing in your life that you know, makes you sad, you know. And what this is saying, because we're saying adversity and challenges and stuff, sometimes that sadness is the adversity we need to overcome, and we need to put things into perspective. And I'm not saying we should, you know, go off and have a jolly time with Tom, although he is a jolly soul. But I do think we have to kind of let a little bit of happiness in. You know, let the joy come in as and when. You know, don't just reject it. I would say if we are, and I feel that there's some sort of element of a mental struggle here. And what I would say is go and, you know, go and talk to somebody, whether it be a professional, whether it be a trusted friend. There's nothing wrong with the way you feel, even though from the outside everything seems perfect. You know, I don't know, you've got the perfect house, perfect partner, perfect kids, everything, you know, everything right. But excuse me. You know, there is something that you perhaps need to process or deal with, and for your own peace of mind, you know, go get it sorted. You know, and I don't mean that in a dismissive way. If you need to go and seek a professional, then do that. If you feel just talking things through with a friend, then do that. Whichever way you feel is going to help you, then that's what you should do. That's how you overcome this adversity. Don't feel guilty for how you feel, because your feelings are valid. If you're not feeling right, acknowledge it, and then once you acknowledge it, then it's the time to say, okay, I'm acknowledging how I feel. Something isn't right with me. Okay, I'm going to go and get support. Okay, so in whichever way you need to go and get that support, then that is what I advise you to do. Okay, moving on to these I've already got, but I didn't really have another oracle card to match up because I've got this rebel deck, but I'm gonna give everybody a few cards of the rebel deck. So but I'll come to those in a minute. The next one's gonna come to, these are the Avalon Magic cards. I don't use these as much, basically because I don't sort of resonate with them as strongly, but I felt these were going to be okay to read with this deck. So I got them out. And so the first one says live your own authentic life with courage and be your true self. Renew your focus. So some of these might be messages to you personally as to perhaps why you are feeling the way you do. And so if one of them resonates with you, I would follow the advice. This one here, have faith in yourself and in higher powers. They lead you in dark times, even when you feel you've lost guidance. Okay. And finally, we have your life lessons will be repeated until they are learnt. Guidance is on the way. So whichever ones you feel resonate with what I've already said in the tarot, then that would be the advice to go with as well. Okay, so finally, I'm going to show you this other little deck, which is the Rebel, called the Rebel deck, and it can throw a few F-bombs your way. So if you're a little bit squeamish about swearing, then you can switch off now and go off and make a cup of tea or something. But for those of you that have a stronger constitution, then we'll go right into it. Right, we've got time to let go. Don't believe every shitty thought you have. And stop talking. Right, so the first one, time to let go. Move the fuck on. Okay. And don't believe every shitty thought you have. It says, thoughts can be sneaky lying bastards. And finally, stop talking. Shut your mouth and listen. So, a little bit of tough love there, but I think in some ways it sort of sums up what I've been saying. It's time to deal with the emotions that you're having. Your emotions are valid, but now you need to do something about it. Beware of these intrusive thoughts that might be holding you back. They can be sticky leg bastards. And yeah, sometimes just sitting in silence or walking through a forest in silence can teach you a heck of a lot. So, yeah, that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed that. As I say, working with a new camera angle, just getting used to it. So if there's a few bumps along the road, then please be patient with me. I can be found on Instagram. I've got Vero. I've got a Facebook page as well. What else have I got? TikTok. I've got TikTok too. So you can find me on other channels, and you can always have a chat to me there. I'm quite happy to chat to people, although I do. If people do send me comments, I do check them first before putting them on my page, obviously, because there are a few dodgy people around who might send inappropriate messages or who might, try and pretend to be me for some reason. Not that you'd want to be me, but, there could be. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. Hope that has been of use to you. All that remains to be said is take care, look after yourselves, and mind how you go. Hello, pile 3, or it's actually card 3, isn't it? Right. Okay, welcome to your reading. As you can see, I've managed, for those of you who've been here before, I've managed to set up my camera so that I can actually show you the cards as I'm turning them. So that would be something a little bit new for me, a little bit more like what a lot of the other readers do. Anyway, without further ado, we'll get started. Right, the card you chose is regret. I know that I cannot change the past, which is very true, but you can change the future. So let us have a look at what these cards bring. Now, this deck here is a deck that probably a lot of people are familiar with. I like the imagery. That's why I got it, because I do love these colourful, especially like fairy tale decks. And it was just something I really like the look of. So I know it's not an expensive deck, but if you feel drawn to something, then you should just go for it. You know, you don't always need fancy hoo-ha decks. Sometimes something a little bit like this will suffice. I mean, this is lovely for beginners anyway. It's lovely imagery. But anyway, without further ado, we'll get started. So the first card we have is the Tower. Don't get panicky. The second is the Page of Wands. We then have the 10 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. And then for our oracle cards, we have these are from the Witch's Oracle by Sally Morningstar. These are part of a birthday present I was sent. So, and I'm really loving these. It's got some beautiful imagery with them. So, the first one of these is Owl, Wisdom Keeper. Then we have Spell, Enchantment. And finally, we have Cave, Retreat. Interesting. Right, okay. So, the first thing I'm getting the first message I'm getting is shit has hit the fan. So what did we do that just kind of feels like the morning after the night before? So what did we do? It's good. I got a bit of a cold, so I'm afraid I'm going to be a bit coffee. It feels like we've dropped a real clanger somehow, and we've got this little boy here. Whether we cried wolf or whether we got up to some mischief and it backfired, I'm not sure, but I feel we kind of need to reset ourselves. I feel there's been some kind of fallout or disagreement with a long-standing either partner or friend, best friend. Perhaps we need to be prepared to take that onto ourselves a little bit, because maybe we did something that's kind of really hurt them. And I think, you know, perhaps we need to be, I kind of feel we need to be a little bit mature about that and face up to what we've done. Okay. And I'm looking here. And when I pick up this card, the 10 of Pentacles, for some reason I'm getting pride. And not in a good way. It's almost like you're too proud to admit that perhaps you were a little bit out of order. And I mean that in the nicest way. And we've got regret here. And I think if we don't back down, if we don't sort of admit to the other party that, yeah, okay, we're a little bit out of order and we're really sorry, and, you know, you don't have to grovel, but you have to be honest, then you're going to come off worse. That's what I see here. There's going to be a lot of grief to deal with. But your grief and your shame, I almost want to say shame, at this will be over a lot quicker if you just apologise and put things right. You can put things right. You can move forward from this. The Three of Wands shows that, you know, looking out to sea, looking forward with confidence as well. I think if you can swallow your pride, admit that you were wrong, and take responsibility, and show that you're going to put the error right, then, you know, you've got nothing to worry about. Yeah, it's embarrassing. Yeah, it's shameful. But, you know, sometimes you've got to, you've messed up, as it says in this card. I know I cannot change the past, but you can change your future. You can change how you deal with the situation. You don't have to be stubborn and refuse to budge. You can be humble, and in some ways I think you'll gain more respect that way if you can be humble and recognise where you've gone wrong. Okay, right, so moving on to our oracle cards here. We've got Owl, which is the wisdom keeper. So again, we're being asked to sort of put our hot head away and to think more wisely, to stop and think of this on the situation rather than and think of it with a cool head and a cool mind, and then the key will be able to fit in the lock. Because while you're angry, and you know how it is when you're angry, and you're stuck at the front door and you're really pissed off and you can't get the key in the lock because you're so, you know, internally rageful. Well, that's kind of where you are at the moment. If you calm down and you contemplate and you think things through, then you will be able to unlock the wisdom that you need to deal with this situation here. And then, so we've got spell, enchantment. Again, I feel this is your spell is your humility. Your spell is your, you know, opening, showing your vulnerability. Show your vulnerability. It's almost like here she's got the rainbow and she's got her hands exposed, and you know, vulnerability can be very, very powerful. And I'm not saying go sad fishing and, oh, feel sorry for me because, you know, I did something wrong and I upset someone and didn't really mean to. Woe is me. No, it's more about, okay, I screwed up and I'm really sorry that I upset this person. I didn't mean to. It wasn't my intention. And, you know, I take full responsibility and all that kind of thing. Showing the other person that you're willing to, you know, be mature about things, you know, and it will and then perhaps back off and retreat for a bit, spend a bit of time by yourself, like we're doing here, maybe, you know, looking forward. But I feel a little bit of time in retreat with our little bear here, a bit of a bear hug, maybe, in contemplation, and thinking things through, thinking how we can use this mistake that we've made to our benefit, and use it to be a better person. And, you know, then you come out of it and you will shine. You know, that's the sort of feeling I'm getting from here, that once you've got over this blip, and you know, there is potential to patch things up. This could be a relationship, this could be a friendship. I feel it's more friendship, but it could be a bit of both. But, you know, you don't be so quick to blame the other person. Listen to what they've got to say. you know, and just go from there, you know. And you know, you might find that you're both in fault in some way, but you want to show a little bit of humility in this. So good luck with whatever it is you've done. But the last thing I'm going to look at is these little Rebel deck cards here, which can chuck a couple of F-bombs at you. So if you're someone of who doesn't like that kind of thing, then you know, look away now and end your reading, and you know, see you in the next one. Or if you want to hang on and see what we've got from the Rebel deck, what the Rebel Oracle advises, then hang about a bit. Right, let's see what we get. Oh, we got 1, 2, 3. Right. Oh, we're getting caught up in the other cards now. Right. Let's see what are. Right. You need a good fucking cry. You need a big fucking hug. You're the shit. Oh god, that is really. As I say, this was all the nicey stuff. This bit is the tough love coming right at the end for you. Okay, right. Let's turn the page. Turn the card. It says, get the ugly on, and let that shit go. Your soul will thank you." Okay, so go home, have a good cry, and then put your big girl pants on or big boy pants on. Go make up. There you go. You need a big fucking hug. Squeeze. So yeah, you got your bear here. Go to your bear cave and get a big bear hug. And finally, you're the shit. Don't forget. Oh right. Don't forget it. 10% off your next code. Oh God. That was not intentional. I didn't realise I'd actually done that one, but there we go. If you like that deck, for some reason, the people getting told off here, if you like this deck, then apparently you can get 10% off your next purchase. Code AWESOME if you follow them or follow Rebel Deck on for those updates. There we go. Anyway, I'm not sponsored by Rebel Deck or anything like that because I'm not even monetized. So you don't get monetized with 42 followers. But hey, in fact, I've only got 41 now because somebody ran away. Somebody got scared. But there we go. Doesn't matter, does it? So that was your reading card 3. I hope you enjoyed that. I think my voice is starting to go again, which is not good because I'm going away for the weekend and I can't seem to shift this cold. I've had this cold and cough for nearly 3 weeks now and I can't seem to shift it. But never mind. Anyway, I digress. Hope you've enjoyed your reading and I hope you didn't mind that good talking to and the bluntness of my lovely cards there. But all that remains to be said is take care of yourselves and mind how you go.